we are prevented from releasing details of the incident under investigation as the province's Special Investigation Unit has carriage of the investigation. I can confirm the following. At approximately 6 a.m. this morning, officers of the London Police Service attended an address on Duchess Avenue near Longworth Road. While at the address, our officers had contact with an individual, and that individual is now deceased. I will not be discussing the nature of that contact. As a result of what occurred, we contacted the Special Investigations Unit, who have taken over the investigation. It remains our practice to be as transparent as possible with the public, having regard to the sensitivity of investigations and the limits placed upon us in releasing information in certain circumstances. When the SIU are engaged in an investigation such as this, we are prevented by legislation from discussing details of the matter. I request that any questions about this incident be directed towards the SIU Public Information Officer. We've received a number of inquiries about the welfare of our officers, and I thank you for your concern. Deputy Chief Longworth and I, along with other members of senior management, have met personally with the officers this morning. We have offered them support throughout this process. They are resilient and professional individuals whom we will continue to support throughout the process. On behalf of Chief Pare and the men and women of the London Police Service, I also offer my sympathies to the loved ones of the deceased. This is a difficult time for them, and our thoughts are with them. We ask for your patience to let the investigation unfold, subject to any questions you may have.
Steve, why were you there? What was the...
The reason for our officers in attendance at that location will form part of the SIU investigation, so I think it's important that we respect that process, and that question should be properly directed to them.
Okay. Can you even say if it was a warrant, an arrest warrant, a search warrant?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
We had neighbors telling us there were tactical members of your, well, SWAT members there. Is that correct? Emergency response?
All I'm prepared to say is we had a number of officers there, more than several, obviously, but the specific assignments of those officers should be directed, the questions about that should be directed towards the SIU.
Okay.
Nature of the injury of the officer?
We had an officer who received a minor injury that did not require medical attention, and I've spoken with him, and he's doing fine insofar as that injury is concerned.
We were told that he was shot with a crossbow.
That question should be directed towards the SIU.
Okay. His wife, has she been arrested, or can you say who lived in the home or who was in the home, first of all?
Any questions about the occupancy of the home should be directed towards the SIU.
Are there other charges related to this case that have you charged anyone else in this situation? Or anyone in this situation?
No, we're still in the middle of our initial investigation.
Okay.
Do you know if the man was known to police?
Any questions about the individual who's deceased or whom we're talking about should be directed towards the SIU.
How about the history of the house? We understand that house has been subject to other investigations related to weapons in the past.
I don't have that information with me, and I would direct that to the SIU as well.
Okay, we're going to conclude our news conference now, unless are you good for one more question?
Okay.
Sure.
From the rookie here, why wasn't a taser used instead of a gun?
Any information or any questions about the interaction our officers had with the individual should be properly directed towards the SIU. That information will come out in time, but through the SIU.
Just one more really quick. So I want to clarify. So you have not charged another person from that house in connection with this investigation?
I'm not at liberty to discuss
Oh.
anything that occurred in that house or anything that's transpired since.
Okay.
All right, thank you everyone for coming. This concludes our news conference.